Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to Union Cross. So today we're going to be doing Aquas and Stitch's Metal Spotlight. I'm going to go over traits, skills, keyblades, and then go show her off and doing some good damage. This medal is incredible because of that multiplier, and also she's a good buffer, plus she's 0 SP, which is incredible altogether because you can put whatever skill you want on her and not worry about like attack boost 4 max with SP gauge 1. You just go attack boost 4 max or attack boost 4 max Lux Plus, or so on as the skills get better. But Aquas and Stitch, I'm going to go for my trait rolls right now, and the traits I want personally on Aqua and Stitch is -60, -60, and extra attack. Those three together are going to be a beast on her, but we only have 7 chances. This is really good for VIP medals, but again, there's so much RNG in the game that it's nearly impossible to get the traits you want. So I'm going to go in for the trait rolls right now, guys. Hopefully I get something good out of this. This is my first one. -60 and extra attack. If I don't get both -60s, at least I can get extra attack or -60 with it. That would be great. Raid damage. She can also be a solid raiding medal, just because she does raise strength and she does raise the tribute strength, which she's solid for raiding as well. So if I don't get those -60s, then I'll just make a raiding medal. I got no problem with making a raiding medal because I can also put an attack boost max 4, or sorry, attack boost 4 max Lux Plus on my HC Shion and copy her on the not sleeping line, the fairy stars. All right, second trait is sleep resist. Those are garbage. Those are garbage on medals like this. You do not want any resist on these type of medals. VIP medals, since you do have the chance, you want to go for those -60s or extra attack if it's a utility medal. Come on game, give me something good. Damage, okay. Alright, it looks like I might be having a raiding medal, which I'm totally fine with. If I can raid a lot easier during raid weeks and do less effort into it because my medals are super strong, then I got no problem with that. So for now, we are going to replace the sleep and resist, and the other two we're going to keep. Extra attack. Oh man, I know if I destroy this, a lot of you guys are going to be upset if I decide to like take her apart from raiding. But again, if you know me, I don't really care about raiding. Rating wise, this would be solid. Me personally, I don't like rating, so I have no problem replacing those raid skills for -60s. Paralysis resist, but who knows? Who knows? It might be a rating medal. This is the cards I'm dealt to. This is what I gotta stick with. Alright, this is gonna be for my first guilt. Again, magic mirrors are in the game. They're for these kind of things when you're not guilting. In guilting campaigns, then use magic mirrors. But everyone should be waiting for guilting campaigns unless you really need the medal. 165%, but when you got luck like this, you're good to go. Alright, is she gonna be a raiding medal? Can I stack 3 of these raid damages? Alright, I'm pretty sure you can stack 3 of them, but I do want that extra attack in there. Even for raiding, I'd rather have those extra buffs to carry around the whole thing. So I am going to go with 2 of those. Again, I know you guys are going to be pissed about the traits I choose, but I'm not a dedicated raiding person. I'd rather have a -60 extra attack on this medal. And here we go. Last guilt reroll plus trait roll. Let's see what I get. 165%. I'm totally fine with that. That's like 15 mirrors, which is fine. And our last trait is -60. There we go. So I'm going to replace a -60. On top of that, you guys can start yelling at me, all you raiders out there. It's totally fine. I'd rather just have more -60 extra hard-hitting medals. I really don't like Lux farming, guys. So don't be too mad. If I was a person who liked Lux farming, then honestly, I would be slapping myself. So what do we got here? What do we got here? I got to go for a boost, and I got to throw my mirrors down, and then we're going to go into a challenge and try to get some damage off this. Now, the keyblades for this medal, I'm going to go over that first. She's honestly utility or attack, so she's got tons of keyblades. I'm going to just make her 180%, get her with 1,000 chips on her, and I'm going to put attack boost 3 max on her. If I do have an attack boost 3 max, now that I think about it. I got to go look through my skills right now. Just because she has that raid damage on her, I think I'm just going to throw attack boost 4 max and Lux Plus on her. Why not? Why not? I'm not going to really use it. I'm not going to really use it for proper farming anyways. Here we go. Attack boost 4 max and Lux Plus. Let's go try her out. So we got the 1,000 chips on her. Not yet. I'm going to do that as well. Skill wise, guys, those skills would probably just be sitting there. So it's not a big deal. For everyone else, again, the best skills on her: attack boost 4 max, Lux Plus. And when attack boost 5 comes out, just replace it with attack boost 5 max. Straightforward. It's a good, hard-hitting medal. Even if you get defense plus 2,000 and all that, and you get some good resist, don't use her as utility medal. Don't put defense boost 4 on her. She's good as a utility attacker. Very good combination. Nice multiplier all together. So let's go to Keyblades. Let's throw on her nice Keyblade. Let's make her up one. My favorite right here is going to be Fairy Stars, because Fairy Stars is just a giant number at the end. It's going to become a 3.3 multiplier. I'm going to boost her as much as I can. I'm going to throw an HD Shion down there so you can also see an attack boost 4 max clicking in for her. No traits compared to the traits on her, so this will do a lot more damage, especially with the higher multiplier. But this should pretty much be all the buffs I need right here. Alright, I'm going to go with this. Axel's going to give me 3 up, 3 down for speed. 0.2 Kairi is going to give me that extra strength. And then she herself has a good strength plus 1 up. So I'm just missing a 1 down. I probably could have done this a lot better. But we also have this right here to copy her. So we're going to see full Aquas and Stitches going crazy. This is one solid Keyblade for her. She can do so much stuff, so much damage on this Keyblade, which I'm about to show. She also has her spot on the Starlight. She can go in the beginning if you want her just as utility medal or as an attack medal on the next slot. She's got plenty. Lady Luck, but you know, every other Keyblade is better than that. You got Olympia. Olympia, she would fit right here. And then you would copy her with like a Key Art Sky, or you copy her with HD Shion along with your buffer if you really want all that. This is if you don't have other medals to complement on your Keyblade. Like if you don't have other powerful medals, but you have copycat medals and then you have her as an attacker, she'll do tons of damage by herself, guys. You also have this slot on the end, but it's only a 2.2. It's not that crazy, but if you're desperate and you only have Divine Rose, you guys can do that. Or you can also set her here for that little multiplier, but also for those good buffs. Again, she could be utility and she could be a standalone. Again, right here, guys, she can sit right before here, do some damage on a decent multiplier once you get this Keyblade a little bit higher, and then your last speed medal can do some decent damage too. Not decent damage, a lot of damage. So, plenty of Keyblades for her to sit on. It's all up to what you guys want to do, but my all-time favorite is going to be the Fairy Stars. Fairy Stars, just because it complements every upright speed medal in the game. Again, she can be wherever she wants to utility, or if she's good at go for the attacker. So let's jump into a quest and actually do some damage here. Coliseum is near impossible right now. You know what? Let's go see Coliseum. I know they're not going to fix it. This is pretty much, we're screwed on this, but let's see if I can find a magic enemy on the floor. Fire plants. Here we go. All right. Before we go into this one, I am going to switch up this combination here because of a couple issues. Issue number 1, if I'm going to go into Coliseum, I need -6. I need general defense down on top of my -60. So I'm going to switch this around, get my Tifa and Aerith in here. So Tifa and Aerith is going to replace that. We're going to get our buffs in there. That should give us 4 up, 5. We should be okay by the time we get to her. We're not going to have perfect attribute buffs, but with this combination here, we should be able to do this. I could also just go 3 up, 3 down and go for the buffs as well. If I really want to. 4 general defense down. You know what? I'm just going to kick in this instead, just to get it in there, and we're going to go with this. Just get that general defense down in there. I should have more than enough strength by the time it gets to her. Everything else is just a buff. We got 2 strength up, 4 strength, 5, 6, and by the time we get to her, she'll have 7 strength. So we'll see what she does on her own. We just have to make sure her attack boost 4 max actually kicks in. So let's go back to the ground enemy over here. So right here, 2 up, 2 down, which we're going to need general defense down. The other Keyblade setup I showed you was 0.2 Kairi. That's better for all the event quests and everything going on. But when it comes to Coliseum, we need a lot of general defense down. So we're at 5 general defense down, which should be enough. And now this should put us at 6, which is 21,000. And then we're going to go for her herself, which right here is times 7 strength. Attack boost 4 activates 285,000. Now I'm pretty sure I can do a lot more damage than that, but what do you call it? I need more general defense down. I probably could just copy more Tifa and Aerith. But she's pretty solid. Decent damage, 285 plus whatever that just happened there. You combine those two together, divided by all her attacks, or times it by her attacks 3 times, and she's hitting a lot of damage, close to 1,000,000 damage on the Fairy Stars. So solid medal. Let's just hit this one more time. 198,000 with the pet slot of 2.5. And of course, we're going to die here because Coliseum's broken right now, like usual, which is totally fine. I'm going to go back to another quest, like let's go to the Proud Plus quest. Even though those aren't super strong anymore, it's still an extra quest to go check this out. So let's go to the magic one, go to the last one, and let's just tear things apart, guys. This is where we should start doing a ton of damage. Coliseum is like so broken right now, it's barely impossible to get a good reading off that. So here we go. We got a good ground enemy with an aerial one, and this is where we're going to see damage to start kicking in. I know having 0.2 Kairi here probably be a lot better, but I'm just going to keep it the way it is. This guy's sadly not on a good multiplier slot, but still doing good damage. Okay, First, Aqua and Stitch, 257,000 to the Witch, and hopefully attack boost 4 goes off, 374,000. Solid metal, guys. This is aerial and 1 ground, so let's see if we can get some damage in here. By the time we hit her, we have the times 7 strength buff, and if HD Shion, she has a times 6 strength buff. We don't have perfect attribute down, but it's still good enough. 3 attribute down is good. She can be doing a lot more damage than this. Like you guys can see, we're not even using the friend medal. This alone is incredible, but this quest itself is not as hard as it used to be. So there you go, guys. Aqua and Stitch. Again, skills, all pure attack boost 4 maxes, 5 maxes. If you don't have maxes, throw out attack boost 5s or 4s. And then for traits, you saw the traits. Rating, you can go rating, or -60, -60 with extra attack is your best bet when it comes to everything in general. I just don't like making rating medals because rating medals are specific just to rating, where -60s are pretty much to everything else that you can do in this game. So that's Aquas and Stitches Metal Spotlight. Let me know what you guys did to your Aqua and Stitch, or what you got, because it's not by choice, kind of. You only have so many rerolls. So let me know what traits you got, your guild, and if you're using her or not. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.